Resources presentation of report.
I call the member for Capricornia.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. On behalf of the Standing Committee on Industry, Innovation, Science and Resources, I present the committee's report entitled Social Issues Relating to Land-Based Automated Vehicles in Australia, together with the minutes of proceedings and evidence received by the committee. The introduction of highly automated vehicles will have wide-ranging and significant effects, and it is important that the general public is on board with these changes. One of the main things that the committee was told throughout this inquiry was that public engagement is vital if we want the expected benefits of automated vehicles to happen in Australia. As the technological and regulatory barriers to automated vehicles are solved, it becomes more and more important that the social issues which will come from the introduction of automated vehicles are considered. The committee heard that the availability of automated vehicles should bring some great benefits to Australians: better road safety, improved mobility and quality of life for people with disability and older Australians, decreased traffic congestion and pollution, and changes to the way land is used, particularly in cities. However, automated vehicles will bring with them a series of challenges too. Before Australians can be entirely comfortable in highly automated vehicles, they will want to know that the legal and insurance questions have been settled, that their personal data and their privacy are secure, and that concerns about safety have been resolved in a transparent way. The committee is also strongly committed to the idea that people in regional and rural Australia should not be disadvantaged by a lack of access to the benefits of automated vehicles. The committee's report makes 10 recommendations, and while I don't intend to read all of them out now, I'd like to highlight some of them. Recommendation 2. The committee recommends that, noting the range of benefits automated vehicles are likely to bring and the need for public acceptance of the technology, the Commonwealth Government facilitate and encourage trials of automated vehicles in Australia, with a particular focus on trials that enable members of the public to experience automated vehicles on public roads. The committee made this recommendation because one of the main barriers to the public acceptance of automated vehicles is that most people have never been in one. Studies have shown that people are much more comfortable with the technology once they've experienced it firsthand, and so the committee believes that more people should have that opportunity. Recommendation 3. The committee recommends that the National Cyber Security Strategy specifically investigate automated vehicles and associated transport systems to address potential vulnerabilities relating to automation. Another significant barrier, as I mentioned above, is that highly automated vehicles will generate enormous amounts of data, some of which will be quite personal to individual passengers. It is vital that this data is secure, private and trustworthy. Recommendation 6. The committee recommends that the Commonwealth Government's preparation for autonomous vehicles includes consideration of how the needs of people with disability, older Australians and those in regional and rural areas can be met via automated vehicles. One of the major benefits of automated vehicles is that they have the chance to improve quality of life for people unable to drive themselves, particularly people with disability and older people. The committee thinks that it is important that there are no barriers preventing these benefits being available to those who need them most. Similarly, the committee believes it is vital that a divide in access to these benefits between those in Australia's major cities and those in regional and rural areas does not develop. The committee recommends that the Commonwealth Government consider the merits of establishing either a dedicated national body or a cross-agency task force in conjunction with state and territory jurisdictions and working with vehicle and software manufacturers to coordinate Australia's preparation for the introduction of land-based automated vehicles and the associated social issues that the committee has heard about during the inquiry. As I've said, there will be many changes brought about by the widespread availability of automated vehicles in Australia. Our report discusses some of those, but the committee also believes it is important that this work continues. If Australians are to reap the undoubted benefits of automated vehicles, we need to ensure that we are prepared for these changes, including how the impact on employment are managed, how people in regional and rural Australia can access these benefits, how legal and safety dilemmas are answered, and many more. The committee received nearly 50 written submissions and held 10 public hearings, with a total of over 30 witnesses over the course of the inquiry. We also conducted 4 inspections, including riding on an automated bus in Perth and in a highly automated car here in Canberra. I'd like to thank all those individuals and organisations who took the time to contribute to this inquiry and help the committee to identify some of the key issues and some of the solutions.